thought of me when with this award. I'm going to put it down for a second. So I would like to follow the McDonald's speech and just say thank you very much, but I don't think I'd get away with it in this case. This is actually the second big surprise I've had in the last year. The first one was a retirement party held for me without my knowledge. It was kind of a not so subtle hint that maybe I should retire. And this is kind of feeling like a celebration of life. So, Ray Sullivan's not here, is he? If he was here, I know I'd have a really bad day. I think of Ray as sort of the travel agent to the afterlife. And I'm glad that he's not here. Anyway, when I first heard of this award, I was driving home from the golf course, and I got a call from Bubba Smith. Bubba Smith is the curling was the curling Iceman at the Cromer Curling Club. What is Bubba calling me for in the middle of the summer, at the end of September? I knew the pros were playing in the next week or two, but I know they wouldn't want me as one of their spares. But so Bubba said his son-in-law was trying to get hold of me. Son-in-law? What's his son-in-law? He's with the Chamber of Commerce. They want to give you some award. And I said, well, what kind of award would they give me? I knew it wouldn't be a business award. I've run a business for 45 years in this town, but I take no credit for the business part of it. When I heard there's this award, my first thought was, that's not a business award. I made 3 or 4 good business decisions in my life. The first one was to buy the St. Lawrence Valley Animal Hospital for George McGowan for, I think it was $180,000 or something at that time. The second thing was good business decision was realizing that I hated doing the business part of business. The third thing is I hired Carol, who's been with me for almost 40 years, to run my business. Without Carol, we would not be successful. I have a bad habit of trying to give everything away. And the last thing is, I don't include this, I didn't include my wife Debbie in this because at the time, she didn't have her CA, so she wasn't part of the whole purchase of the animal hospital. But without her, she's my business manager and obviously my best friend. So the second thing I thought of is, I haven't bought a suit in like 10 years, and even Ozempic hasn't stopped my decline in body condition scoring, and so I had to go see Mark Baker. Thanks to Mark Baker, who fixed me up. He didn't have much of a canvas to work with, but he did what he could. Anyway, buy local. The third thing I said, I thought I'm going to have to make a speech. And I don't like talking in public very much. I like talking when I'm at work, but not in public. So I actually enlisted the help of a chatbot to write a speech. I ended up having an argument with my iPad, and that was it. Anyway, my road to veterinary medicine started at a very, very young age. I was about 12 when my father sat me down. He said he wanted to have a talk, and I said, oh, no, not that talk. No, it wasn't that talk. He wanted me to choose a career at about 12 years of age. And I grew up with 2 dogs, 2 Basset Hounds, and then a very buff little toy poodle. I really enjoyed the dogs, to tell you the truth. And my brother wanted to be a veterinarian, so I thought, there's a good thing to do. So everything I've done since that time was directed towards becoming a veterinarian. The other thing I chose veterinary medicine for is I wouldn't have to wear a tie. That was really important in my decision making. I can't imagine going to work and wearing a tie over there. This is killing me. I wasn't going to buy it, but Mark Baker gave it to me. So. Anyway, I spent, my high school was in Quebec. We went to Carleton. Debbie and I met at Carleton University. We went off to golf, and I became a vet. And my first year was in Woodstock, working in Woodstock, Ontario, doing mixed animal practice. And I got kicked in the wrong place too many times on cold nights. So I came back to small animal and specialized in small animal medicine. We came to Cornwall because Dr. McGowan had built one of the first AAHA hospitals, American Animal Hospital Association hospitals, which was a really big deal, was a big deal at that time. And he was getting ready to retire, so I thought, that's a pretty good place to come. And my family was living in Pointe Claire, and my wife's family was living in Baynesville. So it's a pretty good location, and it's worked out pretty well. You know, Cornwall has been really good for us. You know, we live in a beautiful place. We live right beside Summer Heights Golf Course. We have 20 acres of land. It's just heaven in the summer. It's hell in the winter, but it's heaven in the summer. And we were able to raise two wonderful children, one of which is here. My eldest daughter, Lindsay, is here. She was educated in Cornwall, went to Fredericton, did an MBA at Queen's, and now is a partner with one of the largest consulting firms in the world, Ernst & Young. She's a partner in Toronto. Pretty impressive. My other daughter I'm equally proud of is living in Australia, getting her second postgraduate degree, this time in law. And she's going to be working with the Crown starting next summer, which is equally impressive as far as I'm concerned. So Cornwall has been very good to us. You know, I'm really thrilled to win this award. To me, it's you know, I always thought everybody in the community, especially if you have means to do it, should contribute to the community. I think it's really important. It makes the community a better place. And I've been fortunate enough to be able to donate my time and you know, to the community. This is actually my second win. I work with the River Institute as well. I didn't give credit for that. I thought Jeff would give you a little credit for that. I'm the only person in this room could shut it right down right now. They only have one veterinarian, and that is me. And it also recognizes the value of veterinary medicine in the community. You know, it's important for, I think, for mental health reasons. People that have dogs, it's just a wonderful thing. Or cats, you know, I love coming home and being greeted by my Rhodesian Ridgeback or my German Shorthair Pointer. Yeah. Coming up the lane, wagging their tail. How do you be in a bad mood when you get greeted with that? Come to think of it, if I saw my wife running down the lane towards me when I came home, I'd probably put it in reverse and go. I'd go to the end of the lane and phone her and say, what did I do wrong? Sorry. There's a few, I'm sorry for taking up so much of your time, but I want to thank a lot of people. First of all, the people that nominated me, very, very grateful. Kathleen, and I can't name them all. They're wonderful people. Of course, my wife Debbie and my daughter Lindsay and Carolyn. A lot of sacrifice goes into this job. It's a lot. There's a lot of on-call nights, a lot of missed horse shows and things like that when the kids were growing up. a lot of sacrifices made. Again, I'd like to thank Carol again, and my partner, Barb. You can stand up if you want. And there you go. And my other partner, Adnan, Christy, one of our technicians. Just a little aside, Barb and Adnan are buying out my share. I got permission, Adnan, before I said this. And it's great for Cornwall because it keeps the ownership of veterinary medicine in Cornwall. There's a big push for corporations to buy veterinary clinics, and it's just not the same. The compassion and what we can do in the community is totally different if the money stays in the Cornwall area. And these are two wonderful vets that I'm very happy retiring and leaving it in good hands. And the last thing I'd like to say is I'd like to, thank all my clients for entrusting their patients to me over the years. It's really an honor to be able to take care of your loved ones. We treat our animals now like our children, and they deserve that kind of care. And so thank you very much, and have a good night. Thank you.